Hey guys, my name is Alex and today we're going to be talking about the Long Dark Story Mode. In December 2015, Hinterland officially released the first details of the Long Dark Story Mode on their website, hinterlandgames.com, saying that the Season 1 of Story Mode is going to be released in spring, probably in April 2016, with the entire Season 1 being released episodically over the remainder of the same year. At launch it will include both the Sandbox mode and the first part of Season 1 of Story Mode, which will amount to 3 to 4 hours of gameplay. The remainder of the season will be released in additional 2 3-hour episodes over the course of 2016 until the Season 1 story arc is complete. The expected gameplay time for the entire Season 1 story mode is between 10 to 12 hours. Players will experience the events of the Season 1 from the perspectives of two playable characters, Bush Pilot Will Mackenzie and Dr. Astrid Greenwood. The story will unfold as the story alternates between these two characters, with the player experiencing both points of view. Another new feature of this game is a progress-based save system in the story mode, which means that the game will save automatically as you move along the story, while in the sandbox there was no saving whatsoever, and if you die, you had to begin from the very start with all your progress being lost. The story mode will also launch with two new large features: the survivors and non-player characters spawn in random locations in the world in the sandbox, which means that you never know when you will meet them, whether somewhere hidden in the train or in the abandoned cabin. In the story mode, however, the survivors will most often be placed in specific locations in order to ensure maximum impact when encountered. The Aurora is another new feature of the game. It will appear and disappear in the sky according to some unknown set of natural rules. Besides acting as a beautiful feature, Aurora will also have an effect on the world around you. Weather patterns are affected, so for example cold places will become even colder, as well as the wildlife patterns. The number of predators like wolves and bears will increase, while the number of harmless animals like rabbits and deers will decline because the predators will be eating them. During the flare-ups of Aurora activity there can be so much electromagnetic energy that some electrical devices within a localized area might become powered. A nighttime sky filled with Aurora would be bright enough to navigate by without requiring additional light sources. However, Aurora might be dangerous as well by causing random fires that might, as a result, kill you. The story mode will use existing sandbox maps. I will remind you there are 5 of them: Mystery Lake, Coastal Highway, Pleasant Valley, Desolation Point and Timberwolf Mountain. However, in the upcoming update, about 25 to 30% of the world will be completely new areas. Regarding what's going to be in the story mode itself, no one knows for sure. The only bit of the story we may predict is that the end is very likely to be connected with the plane on the Timberwolf Mountain, and the distress pistol in the case that's on it. It may be that the final part of the game will be shooting from this pistol to send a signal on the plane that may actually save us. Those who supported the project on Kickstarter, played it on early access or game preview, will receive Season 1 automatically as it unlocks. Others, however, will have to buy the game. It is currently $20, however with the release of the Season 1, the game will become more expensive. I personally really like the game and I'm really looking forward to playing the story mode. I'm going to do the walkthrough on it as soon as it releases, so if you're interested, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next episode. Bye guys.